All right, once again this morning we are live here at Pat's Country Diner right here in the heart of Lebanon, Virginia, Southwest Virginia. Beautiful drive here this morning. I have made my way into one of the tables. I did bring my biscuits and gravy with me. Took a bite, very delicious, and hanging out with some folks here in town that a lot of people are going to know, a lot of history here. We've got the mayor. We're going to start with him, Mayor Doty, and thanks so much for having us out, inviting us to your town.
We're very pleased to have you with us, and thanks for coming and visiting here at a great restaurant.
It is a great restaurant, and I understand a lot of town business happens here at the restaurant. A lot of big decisions probably made.
There's business discussions here, correct.
And a little back room over here, lots of class reunions. So This is kind of that place that's sort of the hubbub.
That's right. Everybody gets together here. We'll have breakfast here and visit, and then there are, as you said, the back room. Pat allows about any organizations to meet back there. So it's a great place.
I feel like every town needs a diner like this, that everybody feels welcome. And if you're new, like we met some folks who just moved here a couple years ago, they come to the diner, they've met all kinds of new people.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And it's a great place to, like you say, to visit and catch up with folks and keep in touch on a regular basis.
Yeah, and if they ever want to find the mayor, they know where to go, right?
You can find me right here and in the middle of town, about anywhere.
All right, good stuff. And you've got some big things happening. We were downtown. You've got the new theater, some renovations.
We're in the middle of our downtown revitalization project, and we've just received the final phase for the ARC grant to complete the renovation of the historic theater and the historic lighting projects downtown. And of course, you've seen the county's working on the new courthouse. We announced Monday we announced our Cedar Fest for 2023 lineups for this year. So there's a lot going on. It's good times right now.
Yeah, it's certainly a beautiful community, and of course been around for a long, long time. And we want to talk now. We got John Henry here with us, and John, we were talking stories. You know, I've been out to your farm, of course, before. One of our featured fields and farms over there, and a lot of history on your farm, and a lot of history and love for this community.
Oh, yes. I'm a Russell County through and through. We've been farming there since 1774, 8 generations, my son. We're in the midst of calving right now, which is a busy time. And I think your last visit, though, I will have to own up, I was in Florida.
Yeah. I go all the way out to his farm. And it was a busy time there, but you were out in Florida. Were you relaxing on the beach?
I sure was.
Not afraid to admit that, are you?
Nope, I'll own up to it.
But talking about just the stories, I know you guys all friends. You said you went to high school together. You're on the board of supervisors here. And the history and the love for this community and the folks coming together, you have some pretty remarkable stories that go back generations.
Oh, yes. I'm kind of a storyteller about the previous generation. My family had a lot of different professions in it, but they all farmed. They were doctors and lawyers, but that was kind of a sideline to farming. And we all love it.
And of course, you know pretty much everybody in town, right?
I know a lot of people in town. Some of them speak to me, some of them don't.
Right, sure, I understand. And the breakfast here, let's talk about the food here at Pat's Country Diner. I see you had a good breakfast this morning. What makes this place special?
Well, the food's excellent, and it's the kind of food that country people like, well prepared, a good portion. And you see everybody. I'm not living in town. I'm not as frequent as some of these other people here, but there's a lot of deals, and a lot of times you meet somebody. You know, I'll see you at Pat's, and we'll talk about that a little further.
See you at Pat's. Everybody knows Pat. See you at Pat's. Spot. Absolutely. Yeah. And we're going to talk with you coming up here in just a little bit. We're running out of time this time, but we've got all hour long. We're going to tell some stories, tell some tales, and introduce you to the fine folks here in Lebanon, Virginia. Again, we are live here at Pat's Country Diner, a little breakfast with daytime. We've got some anniversary T-shirts we're going to hand out yet this morning, and we're also going to talk a little bit of lunch coming up, too, right around the corner. All that and more in just a little bit.